we hear from Your Past is a Gift. And with this last video about accepting who we are, I just had this thought. Now, growing up, just a memory that just came to light, and I thought I have to share this because everything has to do with perception. All right, now, growing up, you know, some of my cousins were absolutely stunning, really beautiful girls, you know. But when you spoke to them, they thought they weren't. They thought they were ugly or they were defective in some way, that they didn't measure up to what beautiful is. And I couldn't believe it because we all wanted to look like them. You know, we just thought they were so beautiful, you know, in every way, you know. But they grew up thinking that they weren't. Like talking to them, one of them decided that her nose was too big or something. And another one, you know, she had it in her head that she was overweight for whatever reason, that she was, and she was already quite thin. So that led to anorexia later because she just, you know, decided that she needed to get thinner and thinner and thinner and ended up being just bones. But it had to do with perception of how, you know, we look at what we think is beautiful, we're judging it, you know, rather than accepting that this is who we are and that we are absolutely beautiful, you know. Also comes from a place that our parents never told us that we were. And so you kind of grow up thinking, well, I can't be because I've never been told that I am beautiful, you know, or pretty or any of those, attractive, you know, any of those words, or handsome, you know, in the case of the boys. But, you know, I think, well, sometimes you can be the most beautiful person and it won't make any difference. You still won't think that you are because you're too busy judging that you're not the same as, you know, what's out there in the magazines or what's out there, you know, on the television when we're admiring, you know, these actors and actresses and the models that we see on the catwalk. You know, we don't look like them, so we can't be beautiful. Because I listen to them talk about certain actresses, you know, and how beautiful they are. And I would look at them and I'd be, are you kidding me? You're so much prettier than they are. You know, how can you not see that? But they didn't think they were. And for one of them, it led to, you know, quite complicated problems with her health, you know, because she practically starved herself, you know, thinking each time that she was still overweight. And it didn't matter how skinny she got, she kept thinking she was still too big, you know. And I nearly went down that path. Honestly, I almost went down the same path of, you know, losing too much weight and getting too skinny. I was obsessed with exercising and doing abdominals and all sorts of things, you know, when I was in my teen years because I didn't want to be overweight. But then you know, it's very easy to go the other way as well and get too skinny, you know, and then you're undernourished. You don't have enough, you know, nutrition in your body to keep you healthy. So, you know, I almost got to that point as well. So I understand the mind when it decides, oh no, you're not good enough in that way. You have to lose the weight and you have to get that skinny, you know, to look like these models on the catwalk. Because that's what beautiful is, you know. And now, you know, that I'm looking back on my life, I look at my photos of when I was a teenager or even in my early 20s and I think, what was I thinking? You know, my body was gorgeous then. I didn't need to go any skinnier. I wasn't overweight. I wasn't underweight. But for some reason I had it in my head as well that I was too big. You know, my frame or my body, it looked too big when I looked at myself in the mirror. And so, you know, this can go two ways. I can understand that people, you know, like my mum, would indulge and overeat and eat too much and keep yourself in this state where you're not going to be skinny. You're always going to be overweight. You're always going to be big. Because what's the point, right? You're never going to be that beautiful. And then there's other people like me that almost went the anorexic way because I need to be that to be beautiful, you know? But either way, what you're saying is that you're not, aren't you? Whichever way you're going, whether you're overeating and making yourself big, or you're not eating enough to make yourself too skinny, you're starving yourself to get to that state, to look like a model, you know, that you're just saying that you're not beautiful, you know, and that's not true. I can tell you that right now. You have no idea how beautiful you actually are. Right now, this very minute. Doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because it's all to do with how you're looking at the world. It's all to do with how you look at yourself in the mirror. I spent years, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror because I just didn't measure up to, you know, what these models look like. And I couldn't stand the fact of looking at my face, and you sit there looking in the mirror and all you do is you look for the defects. Oh, I've got a big nose. Oh, I've got a little tooth. I've got a little tooth. See? I've only had one student in all my years of teaching that's got the same little tooth. Actually, I think he's got it on both sides. But he had them capped. That's my little tooth. You know, it's not that many people in the world with this little tooth. But, you know, for the longest time, I was thinking, you know, it's ugly. My little tooth is ugly. But it's my little tooth. You know? So you have to start embracing all these things that make you different. It's like my angry marks up here, my two little angry lines. I love these lines. They remind me every day of the years that I was angry. They remind me of what I've been through in my life that's got me to this point right now that I'm talking to you. All of these things. These are my happy lines. When I smile, see? They stretch out. All of these things, they make you who you are. My big blobby nose. You know, I love my blobby nose. I'm the only one with my nose that looks like that. And it took a long time to be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, I'm all right. I don't need to look like that to be beautiful. And the same goes for you. If you're going to look in the mirror, you're always going to find everything that's wrong. And this goes back to judging, because we're used to judging, you know, what's wrong in other people. And like I said, it always comes back to you. It's always going to boomerang back to you. You are going to start judging it in yourself. You know, that this is ugly on you and that's ugly on you and that's not attractive. But the truth is, it's all good. I promise, it's all good. You're here. It's all good. Someone will find all of that attractive and beautiful. You just gotta allow it to come out so that someone else can accept it. Because for a lot of times we're like, oh no, don't look at it. It's horrible. It's ugly. It's, you know, don't look at it. It's not perfect. We go through life like that. And so we're not allowing others to see the beauty in us. You're not letting others see it. You're blocking it. Because you've decided that you're not beautiful. You've decided. But to someone else, you may be the most beautiful thing they've ever seen, regardless of what you look like right now. Once you connect with another human being on that level, every day they'll see you more and more beautiful for who you are. Doesn't matter. I promise. All right, my darlings. Well, me and my little tooth are going to say goodbye for now. Remember to click like and subscribe below for more videos, because the next message might be the most important message for you, okay? To help you shift away from what makes you feel bad about yourself and start to see who you really are inside, all the beautiful things that you are inside. All right, my darlings. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye for now.